You're standing at the edge of a cliff. Below you, the world is loud and full of chaos, people shouting, crying, lost in their own emotions. Above you, there's only cold, clear air and a choice. You can stay down there with them or climb up here where the air is thin and thinking matters more than feeling. Most people never make it up here. When life hits them, they fall apart. They cry, they rage, they panic. Their hearts take control and their minds go blind. That's when the world destroys them. Machiavelli saw this happen long ago. Kings fell, empires collapsed, not because of war, but because of weakness. They felt too much and thought too little. Emotion killed them before any sword did. So Machiavelli wrote his code: stay cold, stay sharp. When others panic, you stay calm. When they burn with emotion, you stay cool. The coldest mind always wins. This isn't about being heartless, it's about being unshakable. It's about walking through fire without flinching. It's about holding a sword in one hand and a calm smile on your face, because you understand what others don't. Emotions are weapons. If you don't control yours, someone else will use them to break you. Today, I'll share 7 hard truths Machiavelli knew, lessons most people will never learn. These aren't soft tips, they're survival rules, the kind that separate leaders from followers, winners from losers, and the strong from the broken. The world doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired, hurt, or lost. It will test you again and again. If you break, it moves on without a second thought. So ask yourself, will you stay weak and let the world shape you? Or will you become stone, cold, solid, unbreakable? If you're ready to stop being a prisoner of your emotions and start mastering them, stay here. What comes next will change how you see strength, power, and yourself. Type this in the comments. I am unbreakable stone. Let's begin. Rule number 1. Keep your mind cold. See the truth clearly. Your biggest enemy isn't out there, not your rivals, not the world. Your biggest enemy lives inside your head. It's the fog that appears when you let emotions take over. Most people live blind, not because they can't see, but because they don't want to. They only see what feels easy or comfortable, what matches their anger, fear, or hope. And that's how they lose. A hot mind is a blind mind. When you're angry, you miss the details. When you're afraid, you see danger where there is none. When you're too hopeful, you ignore the knife behind your back. The hotter your emotions, the less clear your vision. Machiavelli understood this truth, and it's as real today as it was centuries ago. Truth doesn't care about your comfort. It just waits, silently. Only a cold mind can see it clearly. When everyone else is shouting about what they think is happening, you're the one who actually sees what is happening. Think about it. How many times have you made a bad choice because you were angry? How many times have you said something you wish you hadn't because your emotions took control? How many chances did you ruin because you couldn't see past your own feelings? Probably more times than you'd like to admit. That's the problem. We've been told that passion equals power, that strong feelings mean a full life. But no one talks about the danger behind it. Passion without control is just chaos in disguise. Having a cold mind doesn't mean you don't feel. It means you don't let your feelings change how you see reality. You can feel anger, but don't let it blind you. You can feel pain, but don't let it stop you. You accept your emotions, then set them aside and ask one simple question. What is actually true here? This is where most people fail. They confuse their emotions with truth. Someone disrespects them. They decide that person is evil. Someone flatters them. They instantly trust that person. Neither is real. Both are just emotional reactions. A cold mind cuts through the noise. It studies patterns, not single moments. It looks at actions, not words. It focuses on results, not promises. It doesn't ask, how do I feel about this? It asks, what does this really mean? Machiavelli once said, the wise man does at once what the fool does finally. What separates them? Temperature. The wise person stays calm and sees clearly from the beginning. The fool only understands after everything is broken, when their emotions finally cool down and reality can't be ignored. You want real power? Start here. Cool down. Not your passion for life, but your reaction to it. Let your mind become like ice, clear, calm, and reflective of truth, not distorted by heat. Because when your mind is cold, you see everything. And when you see everything, no one can deceive you, not others, not even yourself. Now write this in the comments: my mind stays cold. Rule number 2, don't act from emotion, act with intention. This is where most people destroy themselves. They move while angry, they speak while hurt, they decide while afraid, and then they wake up the next day wondering why everything went wrong. Action without intention is just noise. It's motion without purpose, like swinging wildly in the dark, hoping to hit something. Meanwhile, someone calm and focused is standing behind you, watching you waste your energy. Emotion makes you predictable. When you act from anger, people know how you'll respond. When you act from fear, they can guess your next move. When you act from desperation, you become easy to control. You're not dangerous, you're predictable. People can see right through you when you act on emotion. Intention is different. Intention means you know exactly why you're moving. You've thought about the cost, the result, and the purpose. You're not reacting to what just happened. You're creating what happens next. That's the difference between surviving and winning. Every action you take must have purpose. Not emotion, not impulse, purpose. Ask yourself, what am I trying to achieve? Not, how do I feel right now? But, what do I actually want from this? Those are two completely different questions, and only one of them gives you power. Think about the last time someone provoked you, maybe insulted you, challenged you, tried to embarrass you. What did you do? Did you react right away? Did you defend yourself on the spot? If you did, you lost, because they got what they wanted, your reaction. But if you stayed calm, silent, maybe even smiled and walked away while they expected you to explode, you won. Because your actions came from intention, not emotion. You chose your response. They didn't choose it for you. Acting with intention takes patience. It means sitting with discomfort, feeling the anger rise inside you, and still not moving, not until you decide. You don't move because you feel something. You move because it serves your goal. That's how you become unpredictable. That's how you stay 10 steps ahead. While everyone else reacts to emotion, you act from your next goal. Machiavelli said, "Never win by force what can be won by strategy." Why? Because force is emotional. It's loud and obvious. But intention is silent. It's smart. It doesn't announce itself. It just acts. And by the time others realize what you've done, it's already too late. Stop letting emotions write your story. They're bad authors. They create drama without progress, conflict without victory, chaos without reason. You don't need that. What you need is control. Control over your actions, your timing, your outcomes. From now on, before you act, ask yourself, is this emotion or intention? Am I moving because I feel something or because I want something? One makes you a puppet, the other makes you a player. Choose wisely, because the world rewards intention and punishes emotion. Write this in the comments. I act with purpose. Rule number 3, never react first. Hold your power. The first person to react is the first person to lose. Remember that. Etch it into your mind. In any argument, negotiation, or power struggle, the one who reacts first gives away control. Reaction is surrender. It shows your hand. It tells the world where your weak spots are. Once you react, they know how to control you. They know what triggers you. They know exactly how to hurt you again. Power isn't loud. Power isn't fast. Power sits still. It waits. It watches others panic while it stays calm. Because the one who can wait is the one who doesn't need anything. And that kind of control, that silence, terrifies people. When someone attacks you, with words, with attitude, or with pressure, they're waiting for you to react. They want you to explain yourself, defend yourself, or lash out. The moment you do, they win. They didn't win because they were right. They won because they controlled you. So what should you do instead? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You take the hit like stone takes the rain, without moving. Let their words fall off you. Let their anger drain itself empty. Give them silence when they expect a fight. Because silence is not weakness. Silence is dominance. It makes them uncomfortable. They start to question themselves. Why isn't this working? Why aren't they reacting? While they're losing control, you're observing. You're learning who they really are beneath their noise. This doesn't mean you never respond. It means you respond on your terms. Not when they want. Not with their emotion. Not in their timing. You let the moment breathe. You let them show their full hand. Then, when you're ready, you move. Calmly, clearly, with precision. That's not reaction. That's strategy. Reacting first means playing their game. Responding later means making them play yours. See the difference? One is defense. The other is offense disguised as patience. Machiavelli once said, "The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves." One must be a fox to spot the traps, and a lion to scare the wolves. The fox waits. The fox watches the trap being built. It doesn't rush toward what looks tempting. It studies, plans, and either avoids the trap or turns it against the one who set it. That's what you become when you refuse to react first. People will test you, they'll push your buttons, provoke you, try to drag you into their chaos. Let them. Let them waste their time and energy. Let them think they're getting to you. Meanwhile, you're quietly building something powerful. Advantage, knowledge, leverage. The world belongs to those who can sit still while everything around them burns. Not because they're numb, but because they know this truth. Whoever panics first, dies first. Whoever reacts first, bleeds first. Whoever loses control, loses everything. So hold your power. Don't waste it on reactions. Save it for what truly matters. Write this in the comments. I hold my power. Your hands shake when you think no one's watching, but they see it. Every tremor, every crack, every sign that you're losing control. You think words matter most? Wrong. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. A threat spoken with a shaky voice is a joke. A compliment delivered with steady eyes can feel like a warning. People don't just hear you, they read you. If your body screams fear while your mouth speaks strength, you've already lost. Tone is everything. It's the line between commanding respect and begging for it. Between being taken seriously and being ignored. You can say the same sentence two ways. One makes people lean in, the other makes them walk away. When your tone rises, you've lost control. When it cracks, you've shown doubt. When it speeds up, you've shown panic. Every change in your voice is a signal, and sharp people read those signals instantly. So you flatten it, you slow it down, you make every word deliberate. Not robotic, that's fake, but steady, measured, confident. Like you've said it 1,000 times before, and you'll say it 1,000 more. Like nothing they do can shake you. But tone is only the surface. Beneath it lies something even more powerful, your heartbeat. When your heart races, your body follows. Your breath gets shallow, your thoughts get messy, your choices get weak. That's survival mode. And survival mode makes you small. So learn to slow your pulse, not just physically, but mentally. When pressure hits, when everyone expects you to crack, you breathe deeper, slower. You make your body believe there is no threat. Because when your body believes it, your mind follows. And when your mind believes it, your presence becomes unshakable. This is physical discipline, mastering your instincts. When your biology tells you to rush, to shout, to panic, you do the opposite. You slow everything down until it feels like you're moving in a different time zone than everyone else. Machiavelli once said, "Men judge more by what they see than by what they feel, because everyone sees, but few understand." In simple terms, people believe what they see. They see your tone, they see your posture, they see your calm or your chaos, and they judge you based on that. So control what they see. Control the signals your body sends. Control the story your presence tells. When you master your tone, you control the room. When you master your heartbeat, you control the moment. People will throw chaos at you, hoping you'll react. Don't. Let it fall. Stand still while they panic. Let them sweat while you stay calm, and they'll wonder how you do it. The answer is simple. You decided your body doesn't get to control you anymore. You control it. Write this in the comments. I control my signal. Panic doesn't solve problems. It multiplies them. Panic sets your brain on fire. It kills logic, blocks strategy, and turns you into a trapped animal, fighting wildly and hurting yourself more with every move. And while you're busy losing control, your enemies just watch and wait. They let you destroy yourself. Endurance is different. Endurance says, yes, this hurts, but I'm staying. It doesn't deny pain. It doesn't ignore damage. It simply refuses to let pain control what happens next. You feel it. You acknowledge it. Then you keep moving forward like the pain doesn't matter. That's mental armor. That's what separates survivors from victims. Because life will hurt you. It'll break your plans, crush your hopes, and sometimes burn the things you love right in front of you. If you panic every time, you'll spend your whole life running from ghosts. But if you endure, if you stand still in the fire without screaming, you become something else. You become proof that pain has limits, that suffering eventually runs out of energy, that you can outlast anything as long as you refuse to quit. Machiavelli said, "Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great." He meant this. Your will decides your strength. If you choose to endure no matter what, pain becomes background noise. Uncomfortable, yes, but not powerful enough to stop you. People will try to break you. They'll use pressure, hardship, and suffering to test you. They expect you to panic. They need you to. But when you don't, when you take hit after hit without falling apart, they start to fear you. Because now you're playing by different rules. Rules most people can't survive under. This doesn't mean pain doesn't affect you. It means you've learned to function through it. Athletes do it. Soldiers do it. Anyone who's ever achieved something great does it. They understand that pain is just information, not a stop sign. It's your body complaining while your will keeps moving forward. So next time life hits you, and it will, don't panic. Don't scramble. Don't rush to escape. Just breathe. Accept what's happening. Then ask, can I take one more step? The answer is always yes. And if you can take one more, you can take another. And another. Until the pain is behind you, and you're still standing. That's endurance. That's power. That's how you win. Write this in the comments. Pain cannot stop me. Rule number 6. Stay calm while others burn. Chaos is opportunity, but only if you're not drowning in it. Look around. When pressure hits, when deadlines close in, when uncertainty rises, most people fall apart. They complain, they panic, they spread fear, and in that noise, they become invisible. Because burning people have no value. But you stay calm, you stay silent, you stay focused, and suddenly, everyone notices. Not because you're loud, but because you're the only one not breaking. That makes you rare. That makes you valuable. That makes you a leader, even without the title. Calm in chaos is quiet authority. When everyone loses control, the one who stays composed becomes the center of gravity. People are drawn to stability. They need it, especially when everything around them is falling apart. This doesn't mean you don't feel the pressure. It means you don't mirror it. You become the eye of the storm, everything spinning, but you're still at the center. That's your advantage. While others drown in emotion, you're thinking clearly. While they make panicked moves, you're planning 3 steps ahead. While they scream about problems, you're already solving them, or quietly watching them create openings you can use later. Staying calm doesn't mean staying passive. It means staying sharp. Staying calm doesn't just mean doing nothing. It means using their chaos as your cover. You move while everyone else is busy losing control. Think about it. When is the best time to act? When everyone's watching you, or when they're too distracted by their own panic to notice? Machiavelli once said, "In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity." He saw the truth long ago. Crisis separates the real from the fake. Pressure exposes pretenders. And when they fall apart, space opens up for the ones who stay calm. That space is for you, the one who doesn't flinch, the one who stays cold. But here's a warning. Don't show off your calm. Don't say, "Look at me, I'm still composed while you're all panicking." That's arrogance. and arrogance makes you a target. Instead, just be calm. Let your steadiness speak for itself. Let people notice it naturally. They'll come to you because they need what you have: stability. The world rewards those who stay solid when everything else collapses. Not because they're better, but because they're useful. They can think clearly, they can act with purpose, they can carry the weight when everyone else drops theirs. So when the fire comes, and it always does, let them burn, let them scream, let them panic. You just breathe. You wait, you watch. Because when the flames fade and the smoke clears, you'll still be standing. And everyone will remember that. Write this in the comments. Chaos cannot touch me. Rule number 7. Master your emotions before they master you. Here's the final truth, the one that connects everything we've talked about. Your emotions are not your friends. They're tools, powerful, dangerous tools. And if you don't control them, they'll control you. Most people are slaves to their own feelings. They wake up and their mood decides their day. Someone says something wrong, their entire week is ruined. One plan fails, they collapse. They're not living. They're being controlled by whatever emotion shouts the loudest. That's not freedom. That's a prison made of feelings they never learned to master. Emotional mastery doesn't mean killing your emotions. That's impossible. Emotions have a purpose. They warn you, they guide you, they show you what matters. But being human doesn't mean being controlled by them. It means being aware of them. You feel anger? Fine. Now what will you do with it? Will you explode and destroy everything around you? Or channel it into something useful? You feel fear? Good. Will you freeze, or will you face it and move forward anyway? Mastery lives in the space between feeling and action. It's the pause, the breath, where you notice what's rising inside you and make a choice. That small moment of choice is everything. That's where real freedom begins. Without mastery, you're reactive, you're predictable, you're easy to control. Anyone who knows your emotional buttons can push them and make you move however they want. They can make you angry on command, make you afraid when it suits them, make you do exactly what they want, all by pulling the strings of your emotions. When you master your emotions, you become untouchable. People can push all your buttons, but nothing happens because you've disconnected those wires. You've taken back control of your own system. Now you decide what to feel and when to feel it. Not them, not the situation, not the world. Machiavelli once said, "Whoever wishes to see the future must study the past." So look at your past. Every big mistake you made, where did it start? Most likely with emotion. Anger made you speak too fast. Fear made you hold back. Impulse made you act before thinking. And every time, emotion ruled you. And you paid the price. Now imagine the opposite. Think of the times you stayed calm. When you paused, when you thought instead of reacted. Those moments, those were your wins. That's when you made smart moves. That's when you had real power. The future you want won't be built by emotions. It will be built by choices. Disciplined, patient, intentional choices. But you can't make those if your emotions are driving the car. They're terrible drivers. They crash into everything. They take shortcuts that lead off cliffs. So take the wheel back. Because everything we've talked about comes from this one thing, self-mastery. A cold mind, intentional action, patience, control, endurance, calmness. It all starts with controlling yourself. Most people won't do this. They'll feel inspired for 5 minutes, then go back to old habits, reacting, panicking, losing control. But you're not most people. If you made it this far, you're different. You understand something they don't. Coldness isn't cruelty, it's clarity. Control isn't weakness, it's strategy. The world doesn't reward the loud or the angry. It rewards the ones who stay still, calm, focused, when everyone else is blind. That's your advantage. While others are drowning in emotion, you're building something solid. While they react, you plan. While they panic, you endure. You stay ahead, you win. But remember, knowing this means nothing if you don't use it. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. So apply these 7 rules now, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Now. Because life isn't waiting for you to be comfortable, It's testing you right now. And how you respond will decide who you become. If this message gave you something real, share it. Someone out there needs to hear this. And remember, the world belongs to the calm, the cold, the unshakable. The ones who never break, no matter what comes. Be stone, be ice, be untouchable. Write this final affirmation in the comments. I am cold as stone. Now go and show them what you're made of.